Hello everyone. So today I am going to discuss to you how to make a detailed lesson plan. So this is exclusively for my students who are enrolled in Salai Community College under the Education Department and are taking Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education. So this lesson plan was crafted mainly by the department and exclusively for those students who are taking TLE. And by the way, this is a skilled lesson plan. So let me walk you through first. Okay, so let's go here. So these are the parts of the lesson plan. So there are first is the curriculum content standards and the lesson competency. So it has content standard, performance standards, learning competencies, and the learning objectives, which are should be the three domains of learning, which is cognitive, psychomotor, and affective, and the content as well, or what is the lesson all about. Okay, so on this part, you will write here the learning resources and then your references. And this is the most crucial part where you're going to write your teacher's activity and learner's activity. So the teaching and learning procedure. So this is the phase. First is the activating prior knowledge. So you will, of course, that includes your prayer, classroom management review, and motivation review. Please take note that this lesson plan is not really perfect, but the College of Education is doing their best to at least give you an idea on how to make a detailed one. Okay, so on this part, you're going to write the prayer. Of course, you will detailedly explain here what how are you going to instruct learners how to lead the prayer, or you will be the lead to the prayer, whatever. And classroom management, that includes your classroom rules. You will write here your classroom rules. Um, you will review the lesson and the motivation, so on and so forth. Okay. Then you also have here the establishing the lesson purpose, so wherein you're going to present your learning objectives. And then on this part, you will, this is what we call the developing and deepening understanding. So you're going to present here the topic, they're going to discuss the topic if it requires discussion, and at the same time you will demonstrate. So what is practice or application? So in this part you are already going to tell your learner, or you're going to demonstrate on what you're going to do on your topic. Okay, then group reporting and sharing. So we need to say the learner, after your demonstration you will let the learner demonstrate on their own to see to it that they have mastered your let's just say the topic to be discussed, or they can follow the correct procedure on how to make in a specified topic that you have. And later on, I will walk you through and give you an example. So this part is the making generalization. So you will ask your learner how well they understood your topic, and if there's a need for you to review, then you can review it if some learners do not understand what you discussed. And values integration as well. What values you have integrated in your lesson? Did they learn something that they can apply it in real life? Evaluation and assessment. So this part, you will give your learners a specific activity, and sometimes it can be in a form of a paper and pencil, and or it can be in the form of an individual activity, or it depends on how you're going to give them assessment or evaluate their performance. Next is the assignment and events. What will be the assignment? There's a requirement for you to do to let your learner to able. Teachers' remarks. Well, if you can say that 100% of your learner were able to skillfully perform or met the learning objectives, reflection, so on and so forth. Okay, so now let's go here. Hmm. So let's go first to the content learning standard or the content standard. Mom, where should we get the content learning standard? So actually, again, I told you that you will base this to the MELTs, okay? Now later I will walk you through the MELTs as well as the learning performance standards and then the learning competencies, okay? Okay, let's go to the MELTs here. So this is the MELTs, the most essential learning competencies. So there are a lot of topics to discuss here, but since you're TLD students, so you will focus only on this part, okay? And then since you are a secondary learners, a teacher, so we will go to grade 7 up to grade 9. So that will be on page 415. Now let's go to 415. 415. Okay, so it's kind of a process. Oh, 400. Oh, here. Grade 6, grade 7. There. So as you can see, you always have to look at this part. Grade level, so grade 7 to 8. So if you want to teach grade 7, you can go to grade 7. If you want to focus on the subject caregiving, you can go to caregiving. But if you don't really like this part, then we can skip and go to the next. So we also have dressmaking here. Okay. We also have cookery. We also have, all right, what happened? Okay. We also have nail care. Okay. We also have handicrafts. We also have front office services, food processing, and we also have another food processing. So there's a lot of choices here. Okay. Now let's focus on only one, and I will help you walk through it. Okay. Let's go to this one. Handicraft. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So here. So this is the content standards that what I am trying to say earlier, and this is the performance standard. So what is written here, then that's what you're going to write on your lesson plan. So for example, your this is the most essential learning competency. So if you want to focus on creating, well, I highly suggest that you focus on creating since you will demonstrate. Okay, create, wrapped. Okay, so those verbs. Okay, so for example, you want to focus on wrapping gifts items. Okay, so this is your learning competency, learning objectives. So you will just copy this one, the content standards, on your lesson plan here. For example, I don't know if I can copy that one. The learner demonstrates. So let me try. Okay, so this is already your content standard. Next, your performance standards. The learner understand wrapping of gift items. Oh, by the way, there's a continuation of the content standards. I need to copy this. So again, everyone, students, always remember that you have to copy everything on the notes. I mean, on the content and performance standards. Okay. So your learning competencies or your melts is, for example, this one. So you just choose only one. Like for example, this one, classical tools and equipment used in food processing. So in here, since we copy this part, so we focus on uh, wrapping gift items. So just copy that. Okay. Wrap gift items. Identify the tools used. Understanding the elements. So you just copy everything here. Okay. You have the freedom to copy it. Okay. Yeah. And tools used. Okay. Tools used in gift wrapping. So of course you have to make a sentence in a form of sentence. And the code, don't forget the code. So this is the code. Okay, so without the code, how do I ensure, how can we ensure that is not a made up topic? Okay. And that's it. Now, how to make a cognitive learning objective. So on this part, this one is a very what you call this one, mind-blowing process because you have to make your own cognitive, psychomotor, and affective learning objective. So for example, understand. Oh, wait. So your topic here before we proceed. Okay. Okay, so write the lesson title based on the main core topic you plan to teach for this one. Gift wrapping. So that's your topic. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's so simple. So here. Identify, let's just say identify the principles and elements in gift wrapping. Let's just say this is your cognitive, right? Identify the principles and elements of design in gift wrapping. Next, psychomotor. So when I say psychomotor, students should do something. So since it is a demonstration teaching, so I highly suggest that you use the word perform, demonstrate. Perform the basic perform gift wrapping following the principles and elements of design and gift wrapping. Let's just say like that. Okay? So it's just so simple. All you have to do is to follow everything. Effective. Let's just say value the importance of a gift wrapping as used in everyday occasion. Okay. Well, then, voila, you're done. So this one. Okay, materials needed. So you'll be the one to put it here. So when I say IPA, so it should be, for example, you based your topic on book. Let's just say that the title you look for the author of the book. Let's just say that the author is Juan de la Cruz. So you go with the name. De la Cruz, J. A. Let's just say. Then when was it published or copyrighted? Let's just say it was published in 2025. And the title of the book, let's just say the title of the book was The Gift Wrapping Procedure. Now, this is a makeup book only, okay? So there's no such thing as this kind of. And where was it published? Let's just say it was published in Salai Handmade, Salai, like the Handmade Shop. Let's just say Corporation. Okay, where was it located? In Salai. Yeah. Right, so that's how you write it. Okay, if it's in an IPA form, which can be. Okay, well, I hope. By the way, don't forget to edit this one. Okay, so since your topic or learning subject area was handicraft making, so you copy that one and you paste it here. And what was the grade level? Grade 7 to 8. So right here, grade 7 to 8 in the quarter week. Let's just say it was quarter week 2. And voila, I hope you were able to understand how to make a lesson plan. Thank you for watching.